just gonna have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Good morning everyone, if you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin and I'm just getting ready for ballet class this morning. We have had, let me turn this on, hang on. Woo, hello. Goodness me. We have had many runs of the show. We have just started Don Quixote. We opened the show yesterday officially, and now we did 2 shows yesterday. We had 2 runs the day before. We had 1 run and rehearsals the day before that, and then we've got a rehearsal and a show this evening, and then tomorrow we've got 2 shows, and then Sunday we have a show. So it's just show, which is amazing. I love performing, but boy, am I tired. We don't finish till 10:30 this show, so we don't get back home till 11. And then it's now currently 11 a.m. and well, almost 11 a.m. is when class starts and we have to get going again. So I'm gonna get ready for class and then I will update you more. It is like ghost town in this dressing room right now. I'm like kind of concerned that I've got the time wrong for class, but I'll find out when I go upstairs, because during show periods our class times, normally it's 10:30 every morning, but on show times our class times change. They often will try and make them a little bit later. Today it's only half an hour later because we have a run, but if we don't have a run in the afternoon or a show, then we can start as late as like 2 o'clock, 2, 3, 4 sometimes. That's on a rare occasion these days. Today I have a run through of Kichu's Friends on stage, which is my biggest role I'm doing in the ballet, so that's exciting, but also there's been a few injuries, illnesses and stuff, so I don't know if I'll definitely be doing that role on the stage school now. You just don't know. Everything is kind of hour to hour, minute to minute, literally before the last rehearsal, before the general, which is where all the photos and videos are taken. I was thrown on for a brand new spot, which I'd never done before in the ballet, so that's just theatre life, but you have to be adaptable and ready for change. And what shoes do I want to wear is the question. These ones are really quite hard. I jet glued them, but I think I jet glued them a little too well, and these ones are too soft. But sometimes it's easier to control softer shoes, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. Right, I've got to get to class because I'm running late and I need to warm up. Okay, follow along, we'll see where this takes us. Am I taking the lift? Yes. Did I get a new bin to work? Yes. Do we have 10 runs of the show this week? Yes. So I feel like those 3 statements explain each other, hopefully. Saving the legs so we can give our best in the performance. I always forget where I need to go to, number 3. I think, yeah. Here we go. So I don't like the shoes that I'm wearing, so I'm desperately looking for an old pair that potentially could work, but all of these are pretty not good. These are dodgy pairs in here. What's in here? They're not going to work because they are matted. Oh man, it's been so busy and I've been going through so many shoes that it's sometimes difficult to keep on track, and I was really counting on this pair to be good, but thus they were not. So let's try these ones. I think I found a pair. They are the ones I've been wearing for literally like 4 different shows and rehearsals, but sometimes you find just a really good pair of point shoes and you just gotta roll with it. So fingers crossed they don't die on me. They're kind of already dead, but we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. I think they're too dead. Ugh. So we've done Act 1 and now we are going on to Act 2 is happening, but this character doesn't do Act 2. So I've just been chilling a bit, had a little snacky snack, and now getting ready for Act 3. Yeah, going well so far. So far so good. We've got a fair bit in Act 3 to do, so just trying to stay calm and yeah, just focused, and hopefully, I'm having a great time. I really enjoyed this role and I love this. This dress is so cute. Blue is my favourite colour as well. we go. Ooh. So yeah, this is the outfit, the fit. Loving this role was definitely one of my favourites I've ever done, so really enjoying it thus far, but we still have a bit to go before the end of the ballet. So I'm home. My place is an absolute mess because we've been working 12-hour days and I haven't been home much at all. I finished my stage call, all went well, thank goodness. Obviously still got a few notes, still places where things can be better, but I honestly was so happy with how that went because I'm a perfectionist. Obviously there's still things that can be better, but like considering everything, I was quite happy with how that went. I should have my first show next Thursday, so I've still got a few days to prepare, but it was really important that that stage rehearsal went well because it's your first like opportunity to show like how you do the role, and it's your opportunity to map out in the space. By the way, I'm trying these new electrolytes and these are amazing. They're actually probably too good. This is not a product placement, by the way, but I like drinking them so much, probably too much, but on stage yesterday we did 2 runs, and in Dryads, which is like the ethereal scene, the tutu scene, I had to stand there for so long, and I've done every single Dryad in rehearsal and on stage thus far until this afternoon. And yesterday my calves and my feet were like cramping underneath, like the arches of my feet were cramping. It was crazy. And so, sorry, I'm just getting my electrolyte. And so that's my dinner. I'm starving actually after that. I didn't feel hungry too much before that. I felt like a bit nauseous, as I said. But now it's done, I'm like, oh, now I'm really hungry. And we have another show tonight. I'm doing Gamache Ladies, Gypsies, Dryads, and Fandangos. But we're still awaiting a new grid as well, so that could change. Who knows? I was thrown on for a new role, literally, I said the other day. The floor, slipping, rosining, tape. Okay. Yeah, I'm jumping around all different subjects, but it's 5:30 now, the show's at 7:30, and I still need to do my hair and makeup, so I'm gonna eat this and then pretty much head straight back to theatre and get myself ready for the show. I'm just like in a huge amount of relief right now. So yeah, Peachy's Friends is on its way! And we're off for round 2 of the day. Time for Act 1, first role of the evening. I am a baker. So I had a pretty busy show where I was a Gamache villager lady in the first act, and then I was a gypsy and a dryad in the second act. These gypsy costumes are so cool and intricate, and they all have their own little individuality, which I really love. And the dryad tutus are really pretty. And then this is also the Fandango costume, so this is an Act 3, my last role of the evening. And then when I got home, I obviously washed and had this protein yogurt. That's kind of been my go-to this like kind of tour season, is like yogurt and protein powder with blueberries. That's just been the vibe, and that's been kind of helping me recover after a long day of shows, because I like to eat a lot before my shows. I'm not usually so keen on eating loads afterwards, but I know it's important for my recovery, so that's kind of been my go-to recently. I then spent the morning, because we didn't have class till a bit later on this day, kind of prepping the video that you would have saw last week, getting back to my editor Colton. Absolutely amazing. I think it's crazy, you just saw me there packing basically the whole day's worth of food. I prepared breakfast and then I prepared lunch and dinner all at the same time, which was crazy, but of course we had class. Obviously it was a little bit later on this particular day, but I did a little bit of work after class on some different technique bits, and obviously a few things that I want to work on with friends. As always with technique, you can always be better. There is no end point to working on technique, and I'm always wanting to improve. Then obviously we had the show in the evening, so here's me sewing some pointe shoes before getting started, and then here is me warming up for dryads, because sometimes when you haven't put the pointe shoes on for a few hours, those feet can get a little bit stiff.
Oh yeah. It was at the end of Jan.
Another one down. Woo! We've got 2 more this week.
Yes.
We've got through 8. We've actually got through 8.
We could do this.
That was not my best one, not gonna lie, but then again, what is
Got many more to go. Don't
Many
worry about
more. I can. I don't know what to say. I got nothing left to say. I got nothing left to say. This is all part of the montage. Well, that's what Colton does, all the montage. So it'll just be costume.
Oh, okay.
Or he might include this now because it will be funny. I got no words left, people. This is what happens when you work 12-hour days. 5 days and 4, 5,
6 days.
6. Help.
Way too many days.
Us.
A week.
We're done for the day, but in the middle of that show I was told that tomorrow's show, which is Sunday, which was a super chill one for me, I was just going to do Gypsies and what's the other one called? It was a super chill one for me. It was just, can't even think. I was just going to do Gypsies and Fandango, so I didn't even need to put my pointe shoes on. And then in the middle of that show I was told that someone's ill and so I need to learn a new spot in one of the dances. So in my break between Act 2 and Act 3, I started learning this new spot I need to know for tomorrow by 1 p.m. So it's keeps me on my toes, but my relaxed Sunday show is now looking a little bit more stressful. It's not that bad, it's just Gypsies, Dryads in a new spot and Fandango, but that is thus the life of the ballet. Have under 12 hours to make sure I've got it in my brain, and I probably won't get really run through before I perform, so fingers crossed. But on a different note, it's Valentine's Day and the beautiful Reagan, guys, you know Reagan. If you watch previous vlogs, she used to be my flatmate and she got me these lovely little flowers because we have this running joke that if neither of us get married, then we're gonna go be spinsters together and get cats. So she got me these, which is just so sweet. What a beautiful Valentine's present and a wonderful surprise. And then when I got her note, I just felt so special. So thank you so much, Reagan. Guys, please leave Reagan some love in the comments down below because look how beautiful those are. I feel so loved. So I'm just slightly stressed about tomorrow, but it will be, I'm gonna get home and try and go over it a couple more times, which is ridiculous because it's literally 11:45 right now, but here we go. Okie dokie, come on Hannah Martin. We need to get ourselves home, fed and rested. This is ridiculous. Do I get an Uber home is a question. I don't really want to get an Uber home, I just want to teleport. Okay, I'm gonna turn this camera off because I'm now just like going into melancholy mode. So I did indeed get back and go over the Dryad spot that I needed to know for the next day. I was watching the video of the show from the other day to make sure that I was going to be in the right place at the right time because I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time the next day to go over it, and it's super important to get it in the muscle memory because I find when I'm on stage sometimes my brain does not like to activate, so I wanted to make sure that my muscles knew exactly what they were doing. There is nothing worse than the feeling of going on stage and not knowing what you're doing. It is a new day. Have I been going through the new spot I gotta do today? Yes, because I have a quick change into it, so I don't have time to think about it before I actually go on. But it is Sunday. We have class at 10:30 this morning. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, but we are almost at the end of this crazy, crazy week. We can do this. So I'm gonna take 3 pairs. Where are they? There they are. Right, here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Yep, great. Thank you so much. You're the best. So after stocking up on some shoes, I got ready for another day at the office. I was here just kind of rolling out my calves before getting started with class. And after class, I did spend some time, again, working on my technique. I'm here working my bad leg fortes because I am a left turner, so it's always good to be as balanced as you possibly can. And then, of course, going over the Dryad spot another 3 million times just to make sure, because I had a quick change from Gypsies into this, so I wanted to make sure that I knew it inside out because I was not going to have a lot of brain capacity to think about it before I went on. As I said before, when I go on stage, I like to rely on my muscle memory as much as possible, just to avoid any mistakes. Obviously, in a quarter ballet situation, you don't want to not know what you're doing, because it's not only harmful to you, but it's also dangerous for other people. And if you're going in the wrong direction at the wrong time, you can, seriously hurt some of your colleagues. So that's something super important, is to know what you're doing when you're on stage. So that's something I was really trying to be prepared for. And of course, doing a few different bits and bobs, some movements inspired there by the Keat trees that we've been watching on stage every night. Obviously that is the dream, the ultimate dream. I then got going with my show. I don't know if I did act 1 on this day, I don't think so, just Gypsies, Dryads and Fandango. Here's me preparing for that last role, just topping up the lipstick, making sure that the headpiece is in place. Guys, I'm home and I treated myself. Oh my days, this angle is not the best. I just got home, we did the show, I did the spot that I was nervous about and it was fine. Thank the Lord, everything was okay. I'm exhausted, but I ordered in a poke bowl. My favourite place, Cooler Poke, is actually closed at this time on Sunday, but this will have to do. And I'm so excited. I've got like half an hour before I have to run to church and I still gotta sort all this out. But I am so pumped for this. Like, honestly, this is the best end to my week. I am buzzing that we have got through 10 shows. The feeling is like none other. I can tell you, like, there is no other feeling like the one I'm feeling right now. So it is time to partay. And now we're off to church. We have finally got clean hair. You guys know what it's like after a show with hair like straw. Got something going on in my ears here. Right, okay, we have washed, we have cleaned, and now it is time to go to church. I'm a little bit late, so I'm gonna run. But man, can I tell you how nice it is to have clean hair. If you guys have ever done shows and had loads of 10 shows worth of hairspray in your hair, this feeling is like no other. Right, I'm running to church. I'm gonna speak to you later. Goodbye. Guys, it is no, it's not Sunday, it is Monday. I have the end of an absolute colossal week. But I actually just was on a podcast this morning talking to the creators of ClipFlow, which is actually the system I use to help on my days. My flat is a mess, that would be accurate. Talking to the creators of ClipFlow and doing a podcast with them, which was so fun. But now I just got to sort out the mess that you see behind you. Yes, I've got a lot to sort out. And then also work a bit on my academy, which you guys can join if you want. The link is in the bio. The academy is basically a place where you can get tips and help on mindset, nutrition, injury mentoring, flexibility and strength. It's a great platform and an amazing community. So I do recommend checking it out if you are interested in moving forwards in your dance movement journey. We have beginners, we have adult dancers, we have elite performers. So that is a great place to kind of move forward in your journey if you're finding yourself roadblocked and not really sure why you're not progressing. I also do a 30-minute onboarding coaching call with people who are joining this February. So if you guys want that personal advice, that personal help to get you from where you are now to where you want to be, make sure to check out the link in the description. I am so relieved and happy with how this week has gone. Next week I make my debut as Keat Friends, so definitely want to get some rest in. Thursday matinee is my first show, so I'm trying to make sure that I stay healthy, whole. A few people have been a bit ill and injured this week, so trying to make sure that I stay healthy. It's, in these show times, taking care of your body, taking care of your brain, body, everything is super duper important. So I think I'm going to do a bit of a self-care day today, and actually my family are coming later, so that'll be fun. My brothers and my mum are going to come stay tonight, so I've got that to look forward to. But in the meantime, I've got to do the cleaning, take out the rubbish. As you can see, that is overflowing, but I might even binge watch a little bit of series and stuff and eat some good food. But that is all from me today. Make sure to subscribe because you won't want to miss next week's vlog. I'm going to try and I'm going to try and film my debut of Keat Friends, like the experience, so you won't want to miss out on that. I will see you very soon in my next video. Make sure to dream big and to make it happen.